What I just did is something you need to understand first. If you just reload, aim full and shoot again, you'll have the same outcome. If you do not aim full and actually aim with worse chance to hit than you did before, you have a chance to hit him, because you know aiming, you know, basically the dice are already rolled for that round if you're aiming. What can, you know, manipulate this kind of outcome is using one merc before the other and alternating these kind of small things. But if you just reload and try your luck again, it's not gonna work. The chance to hit is already fixed for that turn.
Yes.
So, yeah, something you need to be aware of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You called.
Yes.
You called. You called.
That's actually a good situation for us.
Yes.
He got shot 3 times. He has no action points left. And that also means he's blocking the door for everyone else. So if you're like shooting his legs now, and he doesn't die, then you have all the time in the world to actually move up all your other mercs. As long as this guy doesn't get up again and tries
Just
to
heard a
kill us.
noise.
Yes, something right there. Good.
But now obviously you have a huge advantage. You have
Yes.
moved up the mercs if you had the chance. And everything he does is not really important now.
Yes.
But the fact that we are securing this door and they seem to not be using these little sideways is a huge advantage for us. We can basically just snipe off everyone who tries to come out of this door by now. And that's why I'm killing this guy at this point.
Something over there.
Now, whoever runs out the
noise.
door is gonna get shot to pieces.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish.
Something's moving around.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
I'm using him because I know he has the ability to do quick bursts, and the bursts with his G36C are not costing us too much action points.
What is that?
If they'd be expensive in terms of action points, it would not be a good decision to actually do them. But as long as it's fine with like 30 action points per burst, that's really good value for the damage you get and for the AP you spend.
Yes, a sound.
Okay.
Close by.
Ready.
Now what I'm gonna do now with her is actually move her up to the back door and start what MP could not do. That is clear this building from the inside out.
Just heard a noise.
Damn.
Yeah, we just shot 1 round. I didn't intend to do that, but I don't know what happened. Oh, come on.
Ready.
You know what? I'm just gonna... Just gonna do that.
This gun's empty.
Standing by.
Yes? Ready.
If he hides behind one of those oil-filled barrels, why not use that to our
Yes.
advantage?
Done.
Yes.
Oh,
Standing
oh,
by.
Called.
no,
Yes.
no, no.
Time to take out
Come
the
on.
trash.
That was just my stupidity, I'm sorry. I did not want to move him like this.
Time to take out the trash.
Okay, that sucked. So, it seems that we still have to
Time
do
to take out
single
the
shots at this
trash.
point. But we could try to... well, I'm gonna stick to the torso. That should be enough to actually block him from
Yes.
doing anything in the next round.
Bingo!
Death.
Okay, that's it.
They are all gone.
Yes. Now, what you still want to do now is
Okay.
check those crates, get all the gear you can,
Done.
and then we'll get to distributing the spoils of war.
Yes.
Yes.
Standing by.
Ready. Nothing much.
Standing by. All right.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the 3 big saves here because I don't want to get into trouble when the game decides to say goodbye. And now you can see there's a lot of items here, and actually there is a hotkey to unload all the weapons that you see in the inventory screen, and to also remove their attachments, and that is Shift and F. And they just removed all the attachments from those weapons. And you can see, of course, the item count is just going into the air, and it's like 300 something items now. But this is the first sector that actually allows you to redo your loadout for most of you guys. And I'm gonna start to assign each merc the one weapon that I actually prefer to use with that particular merc in his role. And I'm gonna start out with Pafzi here because she's still using a crappy AK, and I told you earlier that I want to have her become the kind of explosives girl in the squad, and she cannot do that with just a normal AK. The shotgun, useless by now. Shotgun ammo, just as useless. This little grenade, why not? The holster, useless. This has to be filled sooner or later with 40mm pouches. Canteen. I'm just gonna put everything out of my inventory for now and totally redo this. Now, first thing I want to do is actually get her geared up with good stuff. Spectra helm, better than Cavalier. Even if it's slightly broken, it's still the better choice. Ceramic plates, always good to have. You can use them as an add-on that gives you a high total armor, which is also beneficial. Night vision goggles, of course. These are gonna the level 2 model is always better than level 1. Gives you a higher range, visual range, that is. Now, what we want to get here is actually, I want to see if there is load-bearing gear. In particular, I want to see if there is load-bearing gear that allows us to carry specific items that she is using, like detonators. And then I want to actually move on and give her the weapon she's gonna use. And this weapon has the ability to mount this grenade launcher. The grenade launcher, in return, has the ability to use these grenades. And this is a really big difference from what the original game used to do. In the original game you had 4 slots for attachments with each weapon, and that didn't really help when you wanted to actually modify the weapon, because some attachments would block others. And if you had a grenade launcher with a grenade attached, you already had 2 slots taken. Now it's up to the weapon itself, and different weapons have different slots. Some weapons do not have the attachment possibility for a flash hider or a suppressor. Some do not have the attachment possibility for a grenade launcher, but all will have certain basic slots that you can use. And the good thing about this one is it's already modified with a rod and spring, and that's a really powerful attachment because it makes the rifle able to fire more rounds with less HP, with less AP, and that means you can fire 5 instead of 3 rounds for the same amount of action points. Now, I have no ammo for this gun, so let me get the ammo into the inventory first. That has to be fixed right away. There's some hollow point ammo too. Gonna take that with us. Is this the same ammo? No, 5.45. This is 7.62. So let's get all the grenades into inventory. Ah, come on, this sucks. These pouches are do not accept these rushing grenades. Oh, yes, they do actually. Okay, so it was just the issue that we had 5 of them in our hand, and that's why we couldn't distribute it. So now we have 4 of these grenades in the slots. We don't need this grenade launcher anymore. At least not with her, because she can't load those 40mm grenade launchers into the Russian thingy. But we can take this grenade launcher with some other merc. This is a smoke grenade. Its use are specific to certain situations in the game. You shouldn't just stockpile smoke grenades. They are pretty useless. They can cause you can use them as a smoke screen, basically. When you have situations where you can't get out of, having a couple of them with you is a good way of getting out of tight spots, but other than that, they are pretty damn useless. We'll come back to MP in a second. Here's gonna be something that is a little bit more interesting, because I know the SVD is a good weapon, but not having a scope is limiting us a great deal. But we found this M21, and we have to check. There is a lot of ammo for it, so let's just get ammo into our inventory now. The weapon he's using is gonna get attachments, of course. This is gonna help us a great deal. You can see there's also scopes with 2 magnifications. You can mount accessories for the rifle itself too. In case we kind of want to go prone, this is a good thing too. He already has a flash suppressor, so no need to mount that. There's nothing else possible on this rifle, but everyone's gonna get new helm, possibly some kind of pants. It's always good to have. Now at this point, he's just one guy that does cover fire. He's not really doing any job at the moment, and